What is up, guys, gals and minions? It is me, Noir Proxy, and as you can see here, bringing you some more Far Cry 4 multiplayer, and today we're showing a brand new game mode. So the first one was called Outpost. It was basically where two teams fight over, well, an outpost. A little bit of turf, a little bit of territory, a pissing post, as one might say too if you're a cat. But that one was basically one team defends the outpost and one team attacks it, and there you go, that's all you do. Now this one's a little bit different. This one's called Propaganda, and in this one you've got 3 locations where a team has to defend those 3 locations and the other one has to blow it up. So the tribe, as we call them, or the Rakshasha, like, have to basically defend those outposts. They kind of are just still outposts again, but this time you've got an objective to blow up. And then the other team, which is the Golden Path, have to set like C4 detonation bomby things and then blow up those outposts, and then that's how you win. So it's kind of cool, and again, it's always team kind of based objectives and stuff like that. And I'm riding an elephant into battle, and it didn't really work. Dumbo kind of failed me. Is he actually running well? Now this is actually really cool because something I haven't seen much of when playing the multiplayer is teamwork. And so what we saw there was the enemy team actually working together, coming together in an actual jeep. Because generally when I've been spawning, I've just been seeing players running away or getting into a vehicle that can carry more people and just leaving the team behind in spawn to try and worry for themselves, which is kind of sucky, to be honest, because you need to work as a team in these game modes. It's all about teamwork. And if it's just one dude going against like 2 or 3 guys who can use like one-hit kill weapons, then you're gonna be kind of screwed. I mean, I've experienced a lot of moments where I just keep getting screwed over. Now, one thing you may notice here is that even though I was invisible when actually sneaking into this objective area to defend it, the guy saw me even though I was invisible. The reason that you may have noticed this was that I was glowing red. That's because I was using my speed syringe, which obviously allows me to run faster. Actually gonna use one here again, look, just to try and pick up the pace and see if I can get to one of these locations and defend them. But it actually allows the enemy team to see you when using those buffs. So in a way, it gives you a advantage, but at the same time it gives you a disadvantage. So you need to remember when using those syringes, as you can see, like, my arms are glowing red, so when I go invisible, they'll still see me. I don't think I really realized it when playing this match, because again, this is like my second match, and so I was trying to get used to everything. And can I pull off that shot? Oh, shot him right in the ass when climbing a ladder. That is how it is done. Again, the bow and arrow is really accessible, really useful. It's not difficult. You'd think it'd be like one of these semi-automatic firing sniper rifle kind of gadget weapons, but really, it's not. It's got a little bit of auto aim to it. The arrow does curve a little bit, I find, and so that's kind of useful. That's kind of awesome. You may also see as well that I'm using a wingsuit, and both sides have this. Originally I thought it was just the tribe, but it seems that the Golden Path can also use the wingsuit when jumping off cliffs and stuff. So again, nice little bits of equipment just to mix up the gameplay and allow you to play however you want. Some people, this is the one thing I haven't tried yet is trying to do a wingsuit and then attacking someone from the air with my knife. I don't know if you can actually do that yet, but that would be really, really awesome if you could just fly down like an eagle and just hawk attack someone with your bladed weapon. Oh, that would be so, so cool. Again, I've not really had the opportunity to try that. You may see it in some future videos where I give it a go, see how far I can get and try and swoop on someone, but again, I've not actually seen that. Comment section below though, have you been able to do that? Is it possible to do in the single player? Would love, love, love to know. Sneak up behind this guy and attack him in the butthole. For some reason, I have a thing against buttholes. Please don't judge me, many a butthole killed my people back in the day. And I'm about to stab this dude in the willy because it seems I have a thing against buttholes and willies equally. I don't know why, I'm just incredibly prejudiced like that. But we're going to talk a little bit about the combat now. The combat is really cool, really, really fun. It basically crosses over from the single player, and so it's like 1-to-1. There's like no difference in the feeling of the guns and the bow and arrow and everything like that. The only really massive difference is the damage that they shoot. So obviously the bow and arrow actually does 1-hit kill generally, and the assault rifles take a little bit more, but that's obviously because they've got like loads and loads of ammo in each clip and such. And so, I mean, it feels balanced at times, but then again, when the plays are so, so good, it can be a little bit difficult when playing as the Golden Path. Now, at the same time, as mentioned in the last video, the tribe can also do something really, really awesome, which is summon... what would you class them as, spirit animals or something? Now you may notice on the bottom right that I actually have the tiger selected, and there's actually an eagle that someone summoned here, look, attacking someone, using the, it's kind of like a distraction in a way, and it's actually going to help me here, look, so that guy is like completely focused on the eagle, then I pull him in with my bow and arrow, get an insta-kill. That's good for me, it's good for my team, it means one less person to worry about. I'm also going to try and shoot this dude. I don't think it's going to work though one of my teammates is down there, so he might be able to cover all objectives. Now, when it comes to the tribe people and combat, they can actually... like adapt to other little situations depending on what the other team are doing. So if they're using vehicles and such, you can equip an explosive arrow, or see there's like a massive group of them all together, you could equip your, I think it's like a swarm of angry bees arrow, and you could fire that, and it does like damage over time. So it's kind of like poison damage in a way, but through the form of angry bees that attack people in the face. But it's really good for attacking a massive group of people at the exact same time. So say your team has, like, does little bits of damage to a group of enemies, you could fire that like swarm of angry bee arrows into the enemies, and that means that they're going to finish them off basically. So in a way, if you're playing as the tribe, even though you don't have automatic weapons, you can basically adapt to any situation you need with the equipment that you have. And the Golden Path can do that too with the guns, and they can get things like rocket launchers and flamethrowers. They can like burn the forest down. So we definitely need to try that out in like a future match or something possibly. That'd be quite cool. Here, I'm actually trying to defuse the bomb on the bridge, but it seems that the enemy team put a vehicle in front of the bomb, so I can't actually do the animation in front of the bomb to defuse it. So another glitch. It's not really working out for me, so we might actually lose this objective. I'm trying my best, though, to get through this freaking jungle taxi, but for some reason, it just won't work. My teammates also come to see what's the matter, what's the fuss, why am I just standing next to this thing? And again, I'm holding the square button down, but nothing's happening, and so obviously through that, I spent too much time looking at that, and a Golden Path guy has come along to shoot me in the backside. Though then again, that should have worked. I should have been able to defuse that, but watch what happens now. Just as I respawn, wait for it, let's just get that wingsuit ready. That time is going. When that time goes all the way to full white circle, it'll be filled and that'll be a blow up. Someone actually defuses it, and I lose all the thunder. So I just look like a fool now. I mean, they're probably thinking, that noob, why could he defuse that thing? Obviously, he doesn't know how to press freaking buttons. I'm sorry. But anyway, so at least we defended that, so now we need to actually go back to A and do this one, and so you may notice that it's one of those things where you're going back and forth, having to pay attention to everything. You may also notice that when stabbing people, for some reason the blade doesn't connect. The animation shows you stabbing them, but you're kind of like stabbing thin air for some reason. I don't really know why. Again, there's a few little kinks that need to be fixed and such, and so, I mean, it is like launch day when I was playing this, and so obviously it's understandable a little bit. Then again, though, there's been a lot of buggy unfinished games recently, and also a lot of those have been coming out of Ubisoft, which is kind of worrying because obviously AC Unity came out and it didn't really turn out very well, and then there's also Far Cry, and in the first video of Far Cry, was it the second one, we actually came across a massive animation bug, which is kind of depressing. Oh, go for an air attack there and actually assassinate someone from the rooftops like a boss. Just talking about Assassin's Creed, and it seems that my character kind of, what would you say, flowed that inspiration from Assassin's Creed into his own ponage, which is awesome. Just seeing an ally actually ride an elephant there, which is awesome. I was actually trying to see if I can get onto the back as well. You could have two people riding an elephant into battle. That'd be so awesome. Double bow elephantage. I mean, that's possible in real life, I assume. You could have, like, an elephant's like a bus. You should be able to have tons of people strap your children to it with duct tape. Why not? I also just have face palmed into a tree while trying to use the wingsuit. I know, a little bit of a noob move, but still, I mean, it's practicing, as mentioned. So this is my second match. I don't really play these modes and stuff, and so having to get used to it, trying to rush to get that fusion done. Can I actually make it in time? Oh, it's nearly filled up. Holding square. Oh, I nearly got it. I was actually the second time I've actually tried to get that while, you know, when it's just about to fill up. I think the first attempt I made it, and the second one I could have actually stopped that and they'd have only taken down one objective, but we failed, and so they took two objectives and we saved one, which is good. But now it's round 2 and they're defending. So we're going to be playing as the Golden Path, and they're going to be playing as the Rakshasha? Is that what it says? Rakshasha? It sounds like some weird Brazilian pop band or something. I don't know, it's weird. Now, when playing as the Golden Path, you do get different weapons to use and stuff like that. And so the tribe, the Rakashaka, I don't know. They always have a bow and arrow. That's one thing to remember. They can customize their arrows. Now, the Golden Path, as mentioned in the first video, is that they can have all the guns from the single player, which is awesome, which is excellent. So you can have all the shotguns, all the assault rifles, all the handguns, I believe. And you can also have the Uplay DLC weapons too, so the handgun from Blood Dragon that I was using in the story mode, you can actually have that in the multiplayer, which is either fair or not, 'cause it's basically like a burst fire pistol that has high damage. So, I mean, I try it out once, I think, and then I kind of just go back to using an assault rifle and shotgun. I mean, sidearms, I'm not much of a sidearm person. I'm more of a boomstick kind of guy. But anyway, so I rushed in there. You may find that when I'm riding vehicles, I just jump off them, and then you'll see this animation roll It's really weird. But either way, I put down the bomb on the objective, so hopefully you can defend this. A guy is riding at me with an elephant, and it seems I might be able to defend myself, turning around. Oh my goodness! Shot in the face of an explosive arrow! Right in the noggin. I probably don't have a pumpkin anymore. But still, my ally was able to take down the elephant rider once and for all and defend that objective, so hopefully we can take B. And this will be the start of a really, really good relationship with this match, hopefully. I just facepalmed into a tree again. It's a really tense thing, though, when you're playing multiplayer and you've only got like 5 minutes to try and take all the objectives. You've got to try and work as efficiently as possible, as awesomely as possible. And when you're not, then you're going to have problems, especially when your team are working together. And this is one thing that I've mentioned. It's one problem I constantly have when playing this, is that people don't work together at times. Either that, I'm always just on the suckiest team. And so one thing I've noticed is you've got your objectives. Now, you may also notice that there's the radio tower in the background. You may have seen it. There's pranced up when spawning and stuff like that, and you can actually go for the radio tower. Now, the radio tower is a little bit unique. It's not really important, but what it allows you to do is reveal all enemies on the map. So if one team takes it, they can see the other team, and I think, no, wait, it's not like that. I think what it is the Golden Path, when they take it, they can see the tribe on the map, and I think that includes when they're invisible, or maybe not, I'm not too sure about that. I think it's just when they're walking around and stuff, but then if the tribe take it, they actually stay hidden from everybody, so you can't see them. They could be coming from anywhere. They could be in the trees, they could be in the bushes. You know, you have no freaking clue. And so the only thing you could really find them by doing is seeing them using their speed syringes or just running at you head on into battle. So it's quite tense and scary in a way, don't you think? And so the radio tower does show some form of importance. But again, with the whole teamwork problem, is that I find that a lot of teammates will go just to the radio tower, and they'll think it's like this massive objective, and to be honest, it really isn't. I'm trying to take this down with an MG, and the guy actually set me on fire. I'm still going to try and take this dude down. It doesn't work. I got burnt to death, and that kind of sucks. Now, you may notice as well is I actually got downed there. I've been downed a few times. You always get downed when fighting people, and when you get downed, you do actually have a chance to be revived by your teammates, which is great. So it's kind of like a bleed out, like in Gears of War. And what you can do, though, is if there's no teammates around, just hold circle, and you can give up, you bleed out fast, and you can respawn, get back into the fight. You do start off at the spawn point, and you have to travel all the way back, but still, it might be better than just standing around. I do put the bomb down here, and an angry Winnie the Pooh does try and eat my face, and then he just runs off like a massive troll, you giant furry bunghole. Though, then again, I did put the objective down. This is the thing, I'm focusing on the goals, my team. I mean, I think there's like 1 or 2 people focusing on doing the objectives too, maybe another guy, but then there's another dude, and maybe another dude. I think there's definitely 2 just going for the radio tower, and this is the thing, you don't need everyone going for the radio tower. You need to focus on doing the objectives. The radio tower is nothing compared to the objectives. We need to take basically 2 to draw, or all 3 to win. It's that important, that tense, and it's really good that I'm actually doing quite well here. I think someone keeps spawning angry tigers, though you may notice these like paints, like puffs of smoke. I did actually just take down a tiger which someone spawned, and again, I don't really understand the difference between the bear and the tiger. Maybe the bear can soak up more damage, because obviously it's got all that fat and all those lumps, and you know what bears are like. They're all cuddly and warm and snuggly, and so they need all that fat in the winters and stuff, and so they must be useful for soaking in bullets and stuff. But the tiger, I assume, can do more damage? I don't know. The bear seems to be quite deadly, especially the elephant too, and the elephant's free, so yeah, it's something to worry about. But yeah, so teamwork, massive importance when it comes to playing these game modes, especially since it's only 5v5, and so if you can have like 2 people working together with you, then that's good. You need like a group just to be focusing on objectives, to take them down, defend them and stuff, because I find that I'm generally just doing the solo, which is not very cool. Now that's really cool though. I think the whole disappearing act thing that the tribe can do, it's like a puff of paint smoke, which is some kind of running theme in Karat in Far Cry 4 as well. Don't really understand it, but at the same time, it's really cool. I need to get up in my Karat lorage and stuff and understand all these like themes and like just all these traditions that they do. It seems to be about dry paint and stuff, which is really awesome. But I love the effect that the tribe do when they do the whole disappearing act and go invisible. It's cool. It's awesome. Now I'm actually going to try and defend this outpost again. Now this is the second time this has happened. I have actually fought a dude one-on-one, and then he's ended up taking me down as I've taken him down. Now this is actually a lag problem, and what actually ends up happening is even though I've taken him down down on my screen, to him, he still has a chance to fight me. So he's actually let go of his arrow just as he's died from the lag, obviously, because the bullets haven't actually registered, and he's actually taking me down. It's something that's actually happened quite a bit, because from what I've seen when I've tried testing this, is that if you hold your arrow, it doesn't actually let go when you're shot, so you actually have to let go of the arrow, give it a chance to actually take the person down. And obviously you got the whole like arrow travel and stuff like that, and so a weird, I don't know, it seems to be some kind of weird lag issue where the player still has a chance to take you down, so even though it says that you've registered, you know, him been down and he can't fire back, he still takes you out, and so it's kind of like a stalemate. I don't know about, again, there's a few little problems in the multiplayer, and I hope they fix them, and they're only small little, like, niggly problems and stuff. I mean, they're not massive issues, and so it's fine. It's only happened to me a few times, but it is one of those things where it can get annoying, especially if there's no one around to help you and stuff like that. I put down the bomb on C, and I took down C, so that's really awesome. So I've taken down 2 objectives here. I'm doing well. I'm doing the objective things. That's good. I mean, I'm not really pwning enemies. I've killed a few people. I've had a little bit of a splash, a little bit of a taste, a little bit of a tease at murdering different people. Winnie is back, and it seems he successfully pwned me in the face. But it's so cool. It's so cool that the tribe get all these special abilities. I mean, even though we get jeeps with MGs and rocket launchers and flamethrowers, the tribe get spirit animals, which totally makes sense, I guess. Now, you may notice as well that I'm actually spawning in a different area, which is really cool as well for the golden path. So what you can actually do is, each team, depending on which objective you want to focus on, you can actually spawn in different locations and move to the objectives that you want to focus on more, which is kind of useful. That means that you don't have to travel like massive long distances. I think it's like 100-meter difference possibly or something. An elephant just pwned me in the ass, and that kind of sucks. And that's one thing that I think that you might need to fix as well, is to keep the elephants passive if you're not trying to attack them. For some reason they just hate the golden path. Even if you just walk next to them, the elephant will attack you. Accidentally ran a dude over here, but again, I've only got 1 minute and 10 seconds to try and take this final objective, so I need to try and do it as fast as possible. Can I do it though? That is the question. It is one of those moments when you know you've only got 1 minute to do this. That's like 1 go, possibly 2 goes, and if I don't, then I'm pretty much screwed. I got shot in the ass with that bow and arrow. Again, 1-hit kills, it can be a problem, it can also be really, really awesome. It depends on how good the player is with the bow and arrow, but then again, it's really accessible. There is a little bit of, I think there's like a bit of auto-aim to it. I'm not too sure, don't take my word on that. But still, we've got 42 seconds to do this, and can we do it? That again, that elephant, I've got to be really careful about that elephant. There was just something about it in the, this aura, it just seems really violent, really aggressive. An elephant shouldn't be like that. Can I get to the objective in time? We've got 28 seconds. Oh, you're joking me, it's the elephant again. What is it with the elephants? Dumbo, just bugger off, just let me focus on this. But then again, if you can get the tribe to take all of the elephants down into the main area, they can just defend that entire objective for you, which is insane, because generally you wouldn't really suspect the elephant to attack you. It's just really annoying. Again, if the elephants are there and not been ridden, and you're not shooting at them, they shouldn't attack you. They should just stay passive, and for some reason they won't. Well, it doesn't look like we actually got the objective for this one, but we got 2, which is good. So 2 for 2, 2 for the first team, 2 for us. But seeing as we did so well as a team until those objectives faster, we actually get more points, which equals a victory. Minions, it's been awesome. It's been really cool. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and let me know in the comment section below. What do you think to Far Cry 4? Have you played it? Have you completed it? Would love to know your opinion. But for now, it's been me, Proxy, and I will see you guys, girls, and minions next time. Ciao.